session. Okay, so there we are. So compassionate body scan. So finding a comfortable posture, either lying down on your back or relaxing back in a chair, or you can sit with the spine self-supporting. So whatever posture you choose, having the spine lengthened and aligned, maybe rolling the shoulders back and down to open the heart area, and then just lengthening the back of the neck. And choosing a posture that's reasonably comfortable for you, knowing that if you become uncomfortable, it's okay to move mindfully into a different posture. So to begin with, becoming aware of the whole body, from the crown of the head, all of the way down the body to the tips of the toes. Sensing into the contact points between the body and the surfaces beneath. Maybe reflecting on our intention for this practice, an intention to be open and curious about body sensations, an intention to bathe different parts of the body in an energy of kindness, however that manifests for us. And then spending a few moments reflecting on our motivation, why we've made the time to come together this evening to practice mindfulness and kindness. Maybe to benefit ourselves in some way, but also acknowledging how our practice benefits those around us. And then opening once more to the whole body. And on the next few out breaths, having a sense of letting go of the body into the unconditional support from the surfaces beneath, the chair, the seat, the floor, the ground, that are supporting the body. So breathing out, letting go, allowing the body to be supported from beneath. And then moving our attention all the way down the body and down both of the legs into the toes. And as we do this, we imagine that we're bathing the toes in an energy of kindness, curious about how the toes feel. Maybe you get a sense of space or contact between one toe and the next, and if you can't feel the toes, maybe just having a little bit of a wiggle. But we're remembering there's no right or wrong way for the body to feel in this practice. We simply notice whether there are strong sensations or no sensations or something in between. And then moving to the soles of the feet, bathing any sensations that we feel here in an energy of kindness, which might manifest as a mist or a radiating energy. Maybe it has a colour. And the heels, maybe feeling contact between the heels and the ground. And the tops of the feet, the insides of the feet, And how do the outsides of the feet feel? Maybe contact with socks or shoes or the air. What does that feel like from within? And then expanding our focus to become aware of the whole of both feet with a sense of bathing both of the feet in an energy of kindness, rejoicing in any feelings of comfort in the feet, caring for any discomfort that we find in the feet. And then for the next few breaths, imagine breathing into the feet and then out from the feet into the space that surrounds the feet. So to do this, you might imagine breathing in through the nostrils, that the breath moves all the way down the body to touch the feet. And then as you breathe out, imagine the breath spreading out from the feet. And as you next breathe out, letting go of the feet, shifting our kindly attention to the ankles, on the calves, illuminating any sensations in the calves with an energy of kindness, the shins, sensing right into the middle of the knee joints, sometimes an area where we feel discomfort. So just allowing the kind energy of our attention to soothe the knees in any way that manifests in your experience. And the thighs, the backs of the thighs, maybe contact with the seat, the fronts of the thighs. Maybe you feel the hands resting here. Maybe you can feel clothing. And then sensing into the hip joints, infusing our attention with that energy of kindness and noticing whether it manifests as a colour, a felt sense. And then spreading out our focus from the hips so that we become aware of the whole of both of the legs, bathing the whole of both of the legs in a kindly attention. And for the next few breaths, breathing in to the legs and then breathing out from the legs into the space surrounding them. And then switching our focus into the region of the pelvis, feeling the organs that are cradled in front of the pelvic bone. And maybe illuminating them with a glow, a mist, a sense of kindness. And sensing into the buttocks, contact with the surface beneath. How does that feel from within? From the sides of the hips and the lower belly. Maybe we notice a little bit of movement here. Can we illuminate this movement with an energy of kindness? On the belly, feeling any breath here in the belly. And moving around to the sides of the waist. What do you feel here? Any stillness, any movement? And moving around to the arch of the low back. Again, this can be a part of the body, the low back, where we experience discomfort sometimes. So seeing we can bathe this part of the body in an energy of kindness, noticing how that feels. Not trying to change anything, not trying to get rid of anything, just open and curious. What happens when we apply an energy of kindness, like a soothing balm? And then moving our focus up the back of the spine, the back of the rib cage. What do you notice here as we bring our kindly attention? Sometimes we can feel movement in the back of the rib cage. Sometimes it feels still. And the sides of the rib cage. And the front of the rib cage and the chest. What physical sensations are present here? And can we imagine illuminating them in a kindly glow? Any sense of the movement of the lungs, breathing? Any sense of the heart beating? Sensing into the shoulder blades. Bringing our attention infused with a balm of kindness to the collarbone region. And then into the shoulders. Any sensations around the shoulders just now? And then spreading out our focus from the shoulders to the hips so that we're becoming aware of the whole of the torso with our awareness infused with an energy of kindness. However we imagine or experience that. How does it feel? And then for the next few breaths, imagine breathing in and out of the torso. On the next out breath, letting go of the torso and shifting our kindly attention into the fingers. Maybe noticing any sense of space or contact between one finger and the other, or the fingers and whatever they're resting against. Any sense of air surrounding the fingers. And bringing our attention to the palms of the hands. So we imagine the palms of the hands infused with an energy of kindness. And the backs of the hands. The insides of the hands. And what can you feel in the outsides of the hands from within? And then opening up to sensations across the whole of both of the hands, infusing the hands with a radiating kindness, awareness. What do you notice? And then for the next few breaths, imagine breathing in through the nostrils, into the hands, And then breathing out from the hands into the space around. And our intention for a body scan practice is to fall awake. But sometimes what happens is that we fall asleep, knowing that's okay too, and just becoming curious, being kind to ourselves as we open to the transition between awakeness and sleepiness, noticing what's there to be noticed. Switching our focus now to the wrists. Extending our kindly attention, radiating into the lower arms. On the elbows, the soft part on the inside, the knobbly outside of the elbows. And the upper arms. As we bathe the upper arms in a kindly attention, what can we feel there? Any sense of space or contact between the upper arms and the sides of the body? And sensing into the armpits. And once more the shoulders. And then spreading out our focus between the shoulders and the wrists, illuminating the whole of both arms with kindly awareness, however we imagine that. And then for the next few breaths, imagine breathing into the arms and then out from the arms into the space surrounding. As with any mindfulness practice, from time to time, we might notice that we're caught up in thinking. And whenever that happens, just noticing where the mind had wandered to, and then bringing ourselves back to feeling body sensations, imagining, illuminating them in an energy of kindness. So moving now to the neck. Any sense of the vertebrae at the back of the neck. Maybe it's possible to feel air brushing past the insides of the windpipe. Or you might notice sensations in the throat. And then moving up to the hinge of the jaw. Maybe an area that we might hold tension. Maybe softening as we illuminate the hinge joint of the jaw with an energy of kindness. And then moving our focus along the jaw to the chin. The lower set of teeth. The tongue where it's resting in the mouth. How is the top set of teeth feeling? The roof of the mouth. Any sense of contact between the top and bottom lips? How does that feel? Illuminating any sensations we find with a balm of kindness. And the cheeks. And the temples. And the ears, maybe imagining the ears glowing with kindness inside and out. How does that feel? The forehead, opening to the whole of the scalp. And if we're lying down, maybe feeling contact with the cushion. How does that feel from within? And the eyes, feeling the eyes where they're resting in the sockets. Any sense of contact or space between the upper and lower eyelid. What's the detail of the sensation here? And the nostrils, maybe feeling air brushing through the nostrils. Curious about the temperature of the air as it comes in and as it moves out. Any sense of the skull, the brain resting within. And then becoming aware of the whole of the head and neck region. Illuminating any sensations here with a kindly energy, however we imagine that. Noticing how that feels. And then for the next few breaths, imagine breathing in and out of the head and neck region. And then once more becoming aware of the whole body, from the crown of the head, all of the way down to the tips of the toes, from the back of the body, all of the way through to the front of the body, from the inside of the body, all of the way through to the outside of the body. Imagining the whole body infused with an energy of kindness, so where there are parts of the body that feel pleasant, we can allow that kindness to become gratitude and appreciation. And where there are any parts of the body that feel discomfort or pain or tension, we can allow this energy of kindness to become a caring, soothing balm. Imagining that in any way that comes to mind. So we're resting here, whole body unconditionally supported by the ground beneath, surrounded by space. Every cell of the body bathed in an energy of kindness. With each out breath, just letting go into the unconditional support from the ground beneath. And then just as we can rest the body in this way, allowing the mind to rest, unconditionally supported in the body, infused with an energy of kindness. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just being. as we are. And as we come towards the end of this practice, maybe taking a few moments to appreciate ourselves for making the time to come together and practice, appreciating this body of ours, which, despite its limitations, does its best for us to enable us to live in the world. Maybe setting an intention to take extra care of the body. And then acknowledging the benefit that comes from our mindfulness and kindness practice. Cultivating the wish that that benefit will grow for each of us here and go on to be shared with all our friends and all our families, all of those people mentioned in the chat box, anyone that we bring to mind just now, so that the attention and kindness of our practice spreads around the world in ever widening circles. And slowly beginning to move out of the stillness of the practice, maybe wiggling the fingers a little bit, wiggling the toes. You might like to circle the wrists and the ankles. You might like to have a little bit of a stretch. If you're lying on the floor, it can be quite nice to bring the knees into the chest and gently rock from side to side. If you've been sitting, you might want to roll the shoulders a bit maybe, or just gently circle the neck forwards. Noticing how it feels to be present just now.